Hello everyone, this is another video from Easy Electric series, and today we want to see how we could program our VFD for have the DC injection brake. So in our previous video I explained about the DC injection. We actually understand what exactly it means. If you miss our previous video, please take a look to our previous video. But today I want to actually more focus on the programming side and see which parameters we can use to somehow use the DC injection. So before we start, we should take a look to the parameters and make sure our setting for using the DC injection is fine. So let's do first check the P36. You actually put P36 to the 0. So I'm actually corrected this. This should be a 0 because I want to actually use the keypad for start and stop source that we have. P37 is the other one that you should check it. So we want to use DC brake. So we put the P37 or 2 or 6. So technically 2 and 6, the both is the DC brake injection. So the only difference, this one is say CF1, so it means actually it's stop input and also clear the active faults, but the other one, which is 6, is not actually clear the faults. But technically 2 or 6, the both should be fine. So P38 is the other parameter. Check first speed reference. We put on the 0 because we want to able to adjust the frequency from the keypad variable resistor that we have. So the parameter that you need to adjust the DC injection is actually is A80 and A85. Let's to see what it means. The A80 is DC break time. So technically you are giving the amount of the time that you want to inject the DC. So if I give 5, technically is inject DC for a 5 second. So we go and check A080 and the default is 0. We actually put that on the 5. So the next parameter you need to adjust is A081. So it is actually is the DC brake level. In another word, it actually tells what should be the maximum allowable current that you want to inject. So we actually put for this demo, we put on 1.5. So actually, whenever you it's want to inject the DC, we are going to adjust that on the amp. We see the amp of the VFD and we see exactly when it's put these 1.5. So if I'm not wrong, let's do 1.3. I think in the demo that I did, probably I put 1.3. So let's to change that to 1.3, not actually 1.5, but either should be fine. So we will see whenever it's injected DC, we should see the value that we adjusted with 81. So after you adjusted A0 and A080 and A081, even if you change these stop mode from 2 to ramp, it still is doing the DC brake. That means you put on the ramp, but it is still use the DC brake to somehow stop your motor. So that means if the A8081 is 0, you actually you put on 2, but after that they get non-zero value. So even whenever you change P37 to 0, still you could actually see the DC injection. So let's go to our VFD and three-phase AC motor and see if we could actually run that based on what we explain here.
Okay, so let's take a look here to our VFD. So the first thing is we don't need actually this switch anymore. So for this experiment, we are just going to use the keypad that we have. So first, let's check few things. So first parameter we need to check is actually P36, which is the start source. So I'm going to somehow adjust for a P, and that should be P36. So we are giving the 0 to P36, which we are telling we are control with the keypad start and stop. That's fine. So the next, let's to say 37. So for a 37, we put actually 2, which we are saying the DC break. So P37, I adjust to the 2, which is a DC break. We want to actually see that DC inject, DC for a stop mode. So the next is a P38 speed reference. So let's do P38 speed reference. I put on the 0, which is telling us drive potentiometer. So we control everything from this keypad that we have. So now still is not enough for DC inject, so we need actually 2 more parameters. So the next is AAT. AAT technically tell us the actually the break time, right? So how long you want that DC inject. So let's do adjust that for 5 seconds. So let's go to the A. So enter, then should be 80. So enter, I already put the 5, so it means 5 seconds should be the time that we have the inject break time. And the A081 is the next one, which is a DC break level. How much DC current you want to inject in that 5 seconds. So should be 81 as you see, and I put on 1.3, so 1.3 amp, which is a level of the actually DC injection. So now I think we are all set. So let's do just back here, just go to the only way to see that much better is actually bring the D3 that we should see the amp. So I put D3, which I see the amp, because this is what happened whenever it inject that 1.5 amp DC, you will actually see that here. That's what I put on the amp, because I see when that 1.5 actually implement for 5 seconds, you could see from the amp. So let's do that. Let's start the motor. As you see, it goes up, the current goes up. So I think my frequency should be around 25 or 30. So now I get to the max frequency that I adjusted with this variable resistor. Now let's see stop. So let's do stop. It goes down, and see now it's inject that 1.3 that we had, and you will actually see it keep that for a 5 second. Let's actually re-see that. So I started. So then I'm going to see now is 1.9. You see it's injected. Now see it's keep that 1.3 for a 5 second, and just then actually stop that. So which is that 1.3 that we have is coming from A081. Let's just double check that. So that is here, A81 is 1.3. So this is what you see, that 1 point actually. Okay, let's escape everything. So then actually, yeah, I want to see that again. D3 should be the amp. Stop, run that again. So if you have a current, we get on the target frequency. I think now we are on target, so that is stable the current. So now let's do stop it. It goes down and see this is 1.3. So which is inject the DC for a 5 second and it is completely stopped there. So one other things that you could actually check, and also I mentioned that before, you could actually change the stop mode to the ramp, and it's still, whenever you have the value non-zero in A70, A80 and 81, so it still actually is do the same thing. Let's do try that. Let's go P37. So I'm going to somehow for P37, so 37. Okay, I actually go to the P37 and I go down, and this is P37. So before I put 2, which telling DC brake, now I'm changing that to the ramp, so which is 0. So I put that down to the 0, which is ramp. So what's happening here, let I back that to the 30D3 that we see the amp. Okay, what's happened, I actually put P37 stop mode from the DC brake to 0 ramp, because I already have a non-zero value on A80 and 81. It still is to the DC brake. Also, I actually put on the ramp, not DC brake. Let's actually see that on action. So I turn that on, so it goes to reach to the target frequency. Even we could increase that a little bit, have a little higher frequency. So now I'm actually stop it, so it goes actually down, and see here is 1.3 injected, 5 second, and it is 0. So that means even if you don't put P37 on number 2 or 6, which is a DC brake, and put on the ramp, but your parameter 80 and 81 is non-zero, still is do the same thing. So I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.